that's my own personal blunder. Actually, I probably should just do this. I swear I'm good at what I'm doing. I promise you. I'm not bad at my job. I swear. On my mama. Okay. And after Garden Center, we have Jewel Junction. This was another Garden Ops map. The game really just was filled with Garden Ops maps, huh? So, we gotta go blah 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 back to here. Jewel Junction, I also remember doing a good amount of runs here on Garden Ops, and, well, I did a decent amount of runs on each Garden Ops map, but some were obviously much more enjoyable than others. Jewel Junction can go in A tier. I think that's a fair place for it to be. Keep clicking on the wrong thing. No. Where are we going? Back here. Main Street with the tactical Cuke. Yep. Yep. Disabled due to glitches. I never played Garden Warfare 1 on my Xbox One. I only played it on my 360, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, this map, generational. I'm gonna run around as the zombies to blow it up. But did I enjoy it as much as Sunflower? Did I enjoy it as much as Driftwood Shores? I don't think I did, honestly. It can go in A tier. I just really enjoyed Driftwood Shores. Actually, yeah, it's A tier, for sure. Did not enjoy it as much, but that's fine, you know? Not everything's meant to be enjoyable that way. After Main Street, we got Port Scallywag, another Garden Ops map. It can go in A tier. I have fond memories of this one. Actually, I'm gonna put it in B tier. Yeah, I think B tier is acceptable for it. So, I'm trying to remember these maps off the top of my head, but I don't remember their names by heart. So, we're just gonna leave that as it is. After Port Scallywag, we have Sharkbite Shores, which was another Team Vanquish map. I only played I never did Garden Ops here. I did not like Garden Ops on this map. It kind of sucked. So, this one can also go down to C tier. Maybe even D. Nah, this one can go down to D tier. I did not like that map at all. Suburban Flats. Yep. This map was a very... You did a lot of things on this map, which is one of the things that makes... Is my window closed? Whatever's out there, it's just loud. Okay. Suburban Flats was a very iconic map, but I didn't enjoy it too much, honestly. But I did have some fun moments on there, of course. And then the voted favorite map for Gardens and Graveyards in PvZ Garden Warfare 2, Walnut Hills. Hot take, slightly overrated. I'm going to put it in A tier. I enjoyed Driftwood Shores much more than Walnut Hills, honestly. I don't know what about it, it's just more enjoyable to me. Because Walnut Hills, once you get to the end, you just have to try and walk into the building 5 times across your entire team. Which, I mean, is fine. No problems with that, obviously, but not even a matter of it being easier or harder, I just didn't enjoy it as much as, what's it called? I just didn't enjoy it as much as Driftwood Shores. And last but not least, we do have Zomboss Estate, another Garden Ops map, which I actually did like quite a bit. Yeah. I'll put it in S tier, along with Garden Center. This was a fun one to do, Ops on. But that's it for the Garden Warfare 1 tier. Let's now gotta go to Garden Warfare 2. Let me pull that up real quick. Here we go. No, don't do this to me. All the maps in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Now, don't lie to me. I know this is not true. Actually, this game didn't really have the most maps in the world, huh? I mean, okay. Something we could just do easily is go into the actual game to make my life so much easier. So, I'm going to do that real quick. So you'll see my face cam disappear. And after we finish this tier list, I'm going to cancel stream for a second to work on my OBS, but after I finish the tier list, then we'll be right back on. Because my OBS is kind of fighting against me right now. I don't know why, but I'm not a fan of it. Something is happening, and I'm not happy with it. Alright. Blah. Garden Warfare 2, I need to... Yeah, right, okay. So... I'm going to mute desktop audio for a moment. Not what I meant to do. Because I'm currently pulling it up on my Xbox, because pulling it up on Steam is a hassle and a half. So, Garden Warfare 2, we love EA Play. A round of applause for EA Play, everyone. We do love it. So, once this gets pulled up, let's see here. Yeah, because it kind of just shows these. That shows how long it's been since this was last updated, honestly. There's the. I can hear the sounds now. We're getting there. This song could go kind of crazy, honestly. You know, we can all listen to it together. Banger. The game's gonna take a bit to load too. It's got to connect to EA and everything from Xbox. It would load faster if it was on my, it would load faster if it was on Steam. Actually, because I have it pulled up on my console here too, I'm just gonna play it through here. So because of how OBS works and it kind of sucks, we're gonna have to go over to here. We will lose the face cam for a little bit. We can just keep transitioning back and forth. So that's not gonna be too difficult to do. But it'll be a tad bit time consuming. So, first map we're gonna have in a moment. Well, once this ends up inevitably loading, because that's the important part first. We do gotta load to shit up, you feel me? If it would ever load, that'd be awesome, right? I guess some things are just not meant to have in life. Actually. Ow. My ears, man. Oh, the game's just not loading at all ever. Okay. We'll go back to here then. So we can get a glimpse at the maps. We got... Of course it loads as soon as I do that. Okay. I actually do need to open this up so I know what I'm looking at constantly. Okay, so as we can see, I'm a bit of a gigaswit at this game. Well, I say gigaswit even though I'm not nearly maxed out over here. But yeah, I'm gonna play it on the console. I miss having all my good stuff. Also allows me to change variety. Is Iron Citron really my most played? You gotta do. Where are we going? Maps. That's right. So, maps. So for Gardens and Graveyards, first we got Seeds of Time. Seeds of Time, generational map. Honestly, it can go in S tier. It deserves it. Seeds of Time has been there since the start. They're both day and nighttime variants. Everyone loves Seeds of Time. You can never really go wrong with it ever. Seeds of Time is just a borderline perfect place to be. You feel me? So now coming back, we got... I missed. Then we got Great White North. Is this map as enjoyable to people? I don't think it is, honestly. I'd say the Great White North can go in A tier. Because while it is a fun map, it's not on the same level of aura that Seeds of Time has. Because Seeds of Time is the de facto Gardens and Graveyards map, all two of them. Because they did kind of get shafted with options in this game. well, not that they got shafted, but they just don't have as many. Because I guess the game is sort of meant to be more based around Team Vanquish and Suburbanation and all those game modes, but it's not as enjoyable in my opinion, so. So that's fine. But after that, we have... So this will cover every other map in the game, basically. So we got Zen Peak for Gardenos, or Team Vanquish, Suburbanation, all that cool stuff. Got Zen Peak. Pretty cool map. The game does send you here pretty often, so it is a classic old staple. I'd say it's a good solid A tier, maybe an S if you feel like moving it up later. Actually, yeah, I'll make it an S. I'll make it an S. And while we're... I'll make it an S. You didn't see me move it, but I made it an S. And while we're here, we might as well do the backyard as well. Backyard's gotta go in S tier. You can't hit on the backyard. So much... It allows for a lot of good free roam... Well, a lot of good free roam options, but it's where you do a lot of the story mode stuff. It has decent free roam. You can go find stuff, go on scavenger hunts and all that. It's a cool place to be. So, I give it an S tier. Can never really hate on it, can never really go wrong on it. And after Zen Peak, we have Boney Island. This is the image for it. Okay. I don't know why that image is so out of whack compared to everything else. But, Boney Island, yep. So, Boney Island's kinda cool, but I don't really know how to feel about it in all honesty. Because, I mean, conceptually, I know it's meant to be like Volcano and stuff, but then you have just every other place as well, like Sandy Sands. But Boney Island, I need to transition back to this because I keep forgetting to do that. Boney Island can go in B. B for Boney. We'll do that. And then after Boney Island, we got Sandy Sands. Very classic Team Vanquish map. Garden Ops map, as always. Some of these are going to be more based around the Garden Ops, and some of them are going to be based more around Team Vanquish, even though they kind of serve a similar or same purpose to me. But it's just going to be a matter of preference in all honesty. So, Sandy Sands, we can put that in... I like it more than Boney. I'll put it in A tier. Yeah, I like Sandy Sands more than Boney Island. Because Sandy Sands also has the gimmick of the, like, wind or sand, like the sandstorm. So it blinds, or it reduces vision for a little bit, but it's not anything like too crazy, you know? It's a nice fun gimmick to have, especially in a PvZ game of all games. After Sandy Sands, we got the Coliseum. We all love the Coliseum. Not a bad place to be. More iconic for Team Vanquish than Garden Ops, in my opinion, so I'd say because of like all the times I've played Team Vanquish here, it can go in S tier. Coliseum is just a good map. Because this game has a lot more maps than Garden Warfare 1, but that's primarily because of what's it called? Garden Assault. Isn't that what it was called? No. Herbal Assault. That's what it was called. Herbal Assault. So after Coliseum, we got Lunar Landing. Okay. Lunar Landing, also a good Garden Ops map. I didn't show it. My bad, gang. But after Lunar Landing, we also... Well, not after Lunar Landing. Lunar Landing is also a good Garden Ops and Team Vanquish map, but I personally enjoyed it more for Garden Ops. Honestly, C tier. The gravity mechanic can be a bit iffy sometimes, and it kind of throws off everything. But other than that, it's chill. It's fine and chill. Fine and dandy. After Lunar Landing, we got Time Park. So in Time Park, Garden Ops on this map sucked heavy. Yeah. You wanted to do, well, you mainly did Team Vanquish here. Because, okay, the one downside to Time Park was that whenever you did Team Vanquish, everyone just stayed in the middle. Everyone just gravitated towards the middle area, so you never actually really got to fight anywhere else. And if you did, it was very brief. So because of that, it's got to go down. Actually, no, it can go to A tier. It should be a B tier because of how large the map is and how much like it actually branches out just from the middle. But everyone goes towards the middle, so it really should be in B tier. I might move it. How long has this song been going on for? We might need to change it soon. Oh, it moved to the other song. Spectacular. Fair enough. I didn't even notice. So. Then, after Time Parku, we have the Z-Tech Factory, another map I personally preferred more for Garden Ops than Team Vanquish or any of those other modes. Gonna have to put it in, honestly, D tier. I never really liked coming here that much, regardless of the game mode. Just how it was formatted did not really click with me too much. So, unfortunately, it's gotta be put in the ditch. And then after Z-Tech, Frosty Creek. This map I have very mixed opinions on. I really don't know how I want to feel about this map. Cause it's fine, but it's not fine at the same time, you know? I don't really know. Frosty Creek. I'm gonna put it in C tier. The map has its moments, but at the same time, some of its, like, how it's designed can get a bit obnoxious. It depends on the day how much I like it, honestly. Still can go in C tier. After Big Creek Frosty, we got Aqua Center, which is just Garden Center but redone, so it can go right back up to S tier. Doesn't have the same aura as Garden Center, but it's formatted the same, so it's fine, just with more of a zombie feel, zombie touch, so it's fine. Not too much hating there. Next, Frontline Flats. So this is something exclusively for Vanquish. Wait, no, could you do a Garden Ops here? I don't remember. I don't remember if you could do a Garden Ops here or a Graveyard Ops here, but I always did. Or whenever I come here, it's always for Team Vanquish or Vanquish Confirmed, so gonna have to throw it in a solid B tier. Can't give it much more than that, honestly. And then, after Frontline Flats, we got the big. Let me move over. Right, that's everything for that. Okay, so now we're on to Herbal Assault. Moonbase Z. Moonbase Z was really good because it was like the first Herbal Assault map. So, yeah. Moonbase Z can go in S tier. Just what it did from the spatial theme, and also just like being the first mainstream, or not the first mainstream, but like the first map where plants could really like play on offense, or at least the one I remember playing on first. I don't remember which one actually did come first. It might have been Z University might have been first, but either way, being able to play as plants on offense felt nice, and this was the first map I vividly remember doing it on. So I'm a fan of Moonbase Z. Definitely holds a special place in my heart, especially in this game. Then after Base Z, we got Zomburbia. So this is where you go through all of Suburbia, except it's Zomburbia now. So you go through all the zombies' houses, well, most of the zombies' houses, because you go through Scientist's house, All-Star's house, and then you go through like the zoo area, then you go to a stage, then you go to like the entrance of the university, and then you go into the university itself, sort of thing. It was, actually, it's a pretty good design map now that I think about it. Yeah, it's pretty good design, yeah. I'm putting that in S tier. I did like Zomburbia. And then we have, after Zomburbia, Zombopolis. Zombopolis is really hit or miss. I personally think that Zombopolis is an A tier. I do enjoy Zombopolis. No qualms, no problem with it. You feel me? No problem with Zombopolis at all, but I do feel like it has some level of flaws to it, you know? Like, nowhere near perfect. But I do think it's pretty cool. So it goes in A tier. And then the last we have Walnut Hills again, B tier, because I'm comparing it to everything else in this game, but compared to what's in this game, it does not quite compare the same. So I'm going to put it in B tier. But that's all for the tier list. I'm gonna quickly reset stream and then come back to try and fix my OBS. So we will be right back.